Hey, hello again, everybody. Yeah, just gonna pick up about where we left off on this dragon from Reaper Miniatures, and we'll just see where the night takes us. Hello, Sojan. Thanks for swinging by already. Actually, good thing you're here. I forget. Did you want the teeth to look um bone-like, or did you want them more silver? Which, there's that, so you can see it. And then aside from the teeth, I'm going to work on getting these just a little bit brighter. Just because even after that paint dries, can't really see it too well. So I'll go up to the next bone with a silk. Ooh. All right. All right. Challenge accepted. Ooh, yeah. Okay. I'll do a silver glaze on them. Okay. So let's get down to business to defeat the Huns or something. I don't know. All right. So we'll start with Ushabtibone. Whether it's doable or not, we're going to find out. You know what? This will be a fun experiment. Set the map. Ah. I know enough to know I don't know enough. That part's yeah, it's a little wet on the palette. Water kind of splattered there. It's down. Okay, there we go. But this sounds like this will be a good challenge and a good learning moment for everyone else. Hey, Kiko! You're here to see some crazy stuff tonight because Sojan here requested that the teeth be bone, but then do a silver wash. Now, there is no silver wash, but I will make one, or at least a silver glaze, over the bone, and we'll see how that looks. So, strap yourselves in, boys. So this thing hits 88 miles an hour. We're going to see some serious shit. But thank you for swinging by. I greatly appreciate it. Yeah. Hey, me too. I'm happy to be along for this ride. Just all right, let's do this. I'm excited to be a part of this. And hello, Delay Capture. Thank you for swinging by as always. Beautiful. And I realized when I went live, I didn't even update it to say that I was painting D&D. But hey, whatever. Yeah, you do. How dare you make my skills grow, glorious bastard. Subtle thickness. Uh, it's a bone color. It's, just so you know, Ushabti bone. That is the color that I'm using for the teeth right now. And I could just get all the outside parts and forget the inside parts. But that would not be cool.
Hey,
just like Paul Allen's business card. Okay, I think I'm missing that reference. Trying to get the right angle here, which again, that could be a phrasing thing. Oh, been forever since I've seen that. Actually, I think I've only seen it once all the way through. Not that I didn't like it, just didn't watch it. Okay, while that is drying. Okay. I think I'm with Ultramarine Shadow. Let's see how Ultramarine Blue looks on the chest plate while we're waiting for the bone to dry for a little bit. Oh, and if people hasn't seen it yet, because I can't have cheeseburger. If you haven't seen it yet, on my YouTube channel, I actually uploaded my first tutorial, and thank God for my editor, Andy at Geek Curio, first time recording a video alert, I did not realize my sound was recording for about my first, probably 2 sections of the entire thing. So he overdubbed it with his voice and actually had a lot of fun with it. And a few other people that have seen already said they were just dying. They loved it. So if you want to see me magnetizing, especially this, it's for this Agent Callus model. But if you don't want to hear me talk for the first half of the video and hear my English friend talk and give his point of view on things, it's actually quite funny. Okay, so we will go. So since I had originally used Ultramarine Shadow from Reaper, yeah, these triads are great. I'm going up to Ultramarine Blue on the chests. Yeah, watch more YouTube. Just my YouTube, though. Okay. Do you think that's going to be too bright on there? Do you want me to darken it down a little bit? Because if you don't like it, speak quickly, because I can always just erase it right now with some water and darken it up. Or if you're fine with it as dark as it is, go ahead and tell me, and I will get rid of this paint right now. kind of hard to see that. Ah, yeah, I can always do that. Said, what about that? And then a dark wash over it. So we'll hit all this up quickly while that bone color is drying. Maybe I just won't go on as thick with the paint either. But yeah, so Jan, you'll have to watch more YouTube other than, you know, if the Emperor had text-to-speech and stuff like that. Which I am so woefully behind on all of that. Speak from a place of ignorance. To say the only thing that pops up. The only thing that pops up. That's what she said. I'll only be painting like 5 teeth and voicing the dragon with some kind of crazy accent. Well, that's for when I'm running the game. And Sojan will attest to this. I actually found some good voice modulating programs, at least for like opening speeches for dragons, that I would use for my players to kind of add some theatricality. Which I think that added at least a good gravity to the situation. I don't know if he we'll see if he speaks up, if he liked it or not. I think he was just excited that there's a dragon there to kill. It was neat. You know what? Let me see if I have it real quick. If you guys are interested in that. Yeah, murder hobo engaged indeed. Okay. Yeah, I might actually still have the files somewhere. Let's sit in. See if it's on here. Or I will just probably have to go to my... Probably go to my Gmail. Oh, sorry if this kind of bogs down the stream a little bit. About this, I know this is just amazing stuff to watch. No, we'll just open up the program that I did it in and see. Okay. Let's see if this will play. Oh yeah, let's turn on desktop audio.
You know why you are here. Give me the orb, and I will set you free.
You guys hear that? Yeah, it was just a good little program. All right, let's see what. Let's see what this one is.
Speak out of turn again, vermin, and you lose your tongue.
Yeah, I just had a few canned phrases saved for. Let's see. That is me, but I changed my voice in this program called Audacity.
I can see the work of Organtrax upon you. This must not be pleasant at all, but your screams most certainly are.
Yeah, I was having fun being an evil dragon with that. But yeah, it was just me. Yeah, let's see. I'll do one more. Yeah, here we go.
Fine. Let's see how well your spells work underwater. Now, while she's cooling off, the rest of you better start talking.
So, yep. There's some of that. Well, I mean, it was the best I could do with a free program and just watching a program on just somebody doing this on YouTube and showing exactly what they did to change their voice. Yeah, that was just for the campaign, and yeah, that was a black dragon. Miss you too, man. You need to come down and we'll try and play some D&D. Get you in a game with Sojan here. Okay, so let's try this silver wash. Now, you know what we're gonna do? I'm gonna do honed steel. I'll do this on camera too. So, gonna put in just a little bit of silver. And I'm not gonna bump this camera too much. I have a glazed medium from Vallejo. I watched I watched the live action. I saw they did something on Netflix that's animated, but I haven't seen that yet. And I've actually, well, I would say read, but I've listened to the audiobook versions of the first 5 books and kind of tapped down on 6 for some reason. Okay, and I'm going to add, let's hope just a little bit of water. There we go. And some of this glaze medium. And now a brush I don't really, I mean, all brushes I care for, but when some have gotten kind of past their prime, let's just see how good this actually will work. Because with metal paint, there's little bits of pigment in here. Started the audio production of Sandman. It's kind of hard to get into. Okay. Yeah, I kind of wanted to. It sounded cool. But yeah, just didn't burn my credits on that. I actually get a lot of my 40K books now that way on Audible, and yeah, and then also a lot of the yeah, they've done like some audio dramas too where they have multiple actors and they actually have sound effects and stuff like that. So actually the latest one with Ragnar, when he fought Ragnar Blackmane, when he fought Gazskul Mag Uruk Thraka, and yeah, it was how he fought him and died, and then had to cross the Rubicon Primaris to become a Primaris Marine. Okay, I think this is thin enough. Let's get ready to see who's ready to get weird. Oh, I get that, man. I'm gonna have to put some more purple on that tongue. Would that be clever? That's what she said, or not really? Yeah, there's been a few other Space Wolf books that have been out, and they're actually advancing the story. I can talk 40K lore if you want. If you really want to go down that, because, oh yeah, my brother was starting to get into 40K lore, and one day over text, he asked me to briefly describe the Emperor of Mankind, and I literally responded with, oof, that is a 1-hour abridged conversation. Yes, for Russ and the Allfather. Yeah, oh no, not 40K. Yeah, twist Sojan's arm, who's a literal tech priest. You know what? I'm going to do a little bit along here, too, to add some silver along the quote-unquote gum line. Yeah, I think the only one who isn't deep into 40K right now would be Delay Capture, but she would be a sport and listen so she would know more about the lore itself. Okay, there's that first silver wash. Yeah. Maybe we'll have to just kind of treat that up. Yeah, what do you think of that with the lighter color on there now? Well, yeah, if you want me to catch you up on the lore, though, Kiko, I I will happily do that. And I know Sojan would happily listen to that as well. And I've been told my brain is like a hard drive with this stuff. It kind of became my new Star Wars. Watched so much 40K being played at Magic tournaments, but I've only ever read the books, haven't played. Okay, yeah, engine kill after he, fires a battle barge cannon at a Chaos Imperator Titan and just fucking obliterates it. Yeah, I'll drop the F-bomb on my stream, but hey, when you get an engine kill like that, alright, glad you like it. What was that in? That was in Mechanicus. Weren't they going against Chaos or the Orcs? Or no, it was Titanicus. I don't know. Look it up for me while we're sitting here, because otherwise it's gonna bother me. Thank you. And thank you, Kiko, also for saying it looks good. Yeah, 40K kind of became like my Star Wars escape, how it was in high school for me. Not that I didn't still enjoy Star Wars, but okay, that's what I thought, but either way, it's still impressive that he managed to slave a battle barge cannon to himself, destroys a Chaos Titan, and says engine kill as just blood is streaming out of his nose, and then dies. Though I will say, Sojan, at some point, though, I might have to have you listen to... There's an audiobook from the point of view of the orcs as they lay siege to a forge world. And it is hilarious. Like, I was just chuckling so much while listening to a book being read to me. Because the guy was so... Like, he got the voices down right. And then was, just sometimes so matter-of-factly with, like, the orky logic that it took a second for it to sink in, and I actually had to rewind every now and then just to hear what he said. And then just sit there and giggle like an idiot for a little bit at it. Like, one of the ones that got me was, he was talking about how the Flyboys, either they learn about it quick or they don't. And there's... God, just the way he phrased it. Yeah, just about. Just about as good as the clip that you sent the other day, which Delay Capture was kind of watching over my shoulder a little bit, but she's like, yeah, that's pretty intense, but that was kind of cool. Yeah, Kiko, the clip that he sent to me the other day was the orcs talking about Commissar Yarrick from their point of view, which, let me know if you know who Commissar Yarrick is. A complete badass. Yeah, you know what? I will copy that and I will actually send that to you. But it's yeah, from the orc's point of view on Yarick. And you know, how he's bested some of the orcs and how Gaskell, which I didn't even realize it was Gaskell that he went against, too. Sojan. But that just made it even that much more impressive than to made me actually appreciate Gaskell when yeah. Yarrick is functionally immortal because the orcs believe he can't die, and because of their psychic ability to make things happen, that means it's yeah, that means he can't die because the orcs believe he can't die. Hence, he won't die. The orcs, everyone's secret army they want to run. Yeah, well, now that Gaskell is such a, I don't know, he seems like a bigger player now. Especially now that he actually has, like, that updated model from the fight with Ragnar. They put him more on my radar right now, I guess. I'd have to do another layer with that glaze. Oh, sorry. Orcs, they're just crazy enough to be fun in a dystopian setting like 40K. Actually, I think this blue added a nice other layer to all of this. Actually, I might even see how it looks after it dries a little bit, but I'm digging it so far. Heard of the book Red Shirts? I have not, but something tells me I probably should. It's just from the perspective of the enlisted men in Star Trek. Wonder how close it would be to that series that's on, it's either on Hulu or Peacock, called Below Decks, where it's kind of about like enlisted life on a Star Trek, on a, something in the Federation, where you're not one of the main characters or one of the officers, you're just kind of a enlisted grunt in the Federation, and how life just kind of sucks. Yep, oh boy, oh boy. Whew. Saved that. Yeah. Always feel impending doom. Doom, doom, doom. Doomy, doom. Yeah, it's either Deacon singing his Doom song from the Neverwinter series, or it's Gurr singing his Doom song. Either way, it ain't good for you. And I know I went about this far with the highlights here. Then I'll probably do another silver glaze. Might actually end up just doing a few layers of that just to see how it builds up. Okay. How's that look? Oh yeah, and Sojan, those using the Squidmar brushes there. Just for point of reference. Pretty good so far. I will not use them on metallic since they're still Kolinsky Sable, and if you want to keep your brushes good for a long time, you should have certain ones that you only use for metallics, which I kind of keep to that, but I kind of don't too. Yeah, they've been working good so far though, overall. I like them. Might have to invest in a little bit more. Okay, and while that is drying... okay. Just kind of looking at the base here, so I'm not just doing all lining all the time. Is there any other special thing you would want done with this base? I've done gray, I've done a wash. I could do a dry brush of gray or anything else, or if there's any other like little effects you want me to put on this. Because I know... Let me look at my reference pic that you sent. Yes, and look at the side profile of how the beard has been trimmed. If you saw what I just did too, like when I kind of the mini moved and it just kind of blorched all over it, water and then yeah, just water on the paint right away, and just soaking it up with a paper towel. But I will think of that too. Yeah, I'd have to actually just kind of look at it. Let's go to Gmail. Oh, it just gets rid of all paint. yeah, actually hit up a local shop called Beard and Maine. Um, Cheaper than scissors and scotch, and it was just nice having an actual barber uh, do stuff with my hair and my beard. Let's see, just put it down. There it is. Okay, I will just turn this on so everyone can see that. Feels like haircut gets like a THX sound that goes from thick to thin to thick. But yeah, not much else going on there. Um, yeah, can't really think of anything else to do with it right now. So maybe I will just play around. Maybe I'll just... You know what? Just because I'm... Oh... God. Not gonna even say some of the stuff coming to my head with that. So, I might add some snow and some Arctic tundra tufts. But first I'm going to actually dry brush some other gray on here. Just you stay over there with your mammoth, Kiko. Yeah, and I got the Army Painter dry brushes, which look just like makeup brushes, and I probably should have just bought makeup brushes, because they would be cheaper. There is another one that is actually a bit thicker, but I don't know where that one is. Ah, there it is. This one's more for terrain, so I'll use this one. So now you get to see the magic. The magic of dry brushing. Here in John Rush. Spoils of Babylon. So I have a dry brush paint pot, which you can see it's not near as moist. And then I will just
Moist.
Attaboy. Yeah, just because for some reason with him being blue, I'm getting some snowy, cold vibes. So let's just run with it, right? I'm just trying to dry brush all the same way for the most part, so that way, yeah, because there's still some of the deep textures there. Okay. Sorry, gotta stand up to get some of my... Let's see, got the Mountain Tuft. Ah, there we go. Actually, I will let Sojan pick. So we've got Mountain Tufts, or we have Winter Tufts. Which one do you think would look better on this base with a little bit of snow? The left? Okay. Sweet. Again, I'm not going to go too crazy with these, but hey, at least now you can kind of see how some of this works. And always for these, I like to use some tweezers just to pull them off. They have an adhesive on them as well, but I will still use, where is it? A dollop of super glue. So I might just put one right here, and we'll just go with a medium. Just put that. So that looks like a good natural spot for a tuft of grass to be growing. And of course, we'll put snow on that here in just a minute. Let's see where else. Mountain tufts sound like some facial hair you have after a Colorado winter. Yeah. More than likely, yep. Might. One. Put another one there too, just to make it look like a little outcropping. Then we might cover up most of it with snow. What do you think? Looks good with that grass on there, or a little bit more? My gut's almost telling me to go less is more on this. Yeah, see, just a little bit more on this just kind of adds a little bit of je ne sais quoi. Maybe one or two more? Okay. Yeah, this will be underneath. You'll definitely see this one. Maybe I'll do one more right here. Just because that seems to be... And you. But... Again, just... and dollop of super glue right there, and just kind of press it out so it kind of splays. Looks a little natural, like it's grass just trying to make its way in this harsh winter environment. And again, as Michael Mordor always says, I will show you, actually, how I will apply this. But as Michael Mordor always says, a miniature is not finished unless it has a fully painted and done base. So, got these diorama effects. It's a lot. This is a lot like the sand that I use for the miniatures for my Star Wars minis. As you can see, I've actually used quite a bit of this before on some... actually, some other miniatures for... Yeah, gonna hit it with the Spice Weasel. Bam! So, what I do have is just this tool that is meant for texture. For, like, these texture things from Citadel. So, I'll just take a little scoop. I put it right along there. And I will kind of clean this up a little bit too. Not that much. Put it there, and then put a little bit just on top to make it look like there's a little bit of blowing effect. And do the same over here. Yeah, hopefully that's showing up well enough on the camera. Yeah, I've seen enough winter snow with like grass effects just to kind of know about how some of this would look. And again, I'm not going to go over the top with all of this. Because sometimes some of this is like with spice. You know, spices in cooking, less is more. Yeah, probably will. Just do a little bit. There, kind of a little bit like that. And then once this stuff dries, it actually has held on quite well. I don't actually have to reapply with anything else. Don't even have to hit it with any other glue or anything like that. But yeah, it's pretty cool stuff. I'm kind of glad that I've grown a liking to it. Yeah, it does. And if I wanted to, I could still paint it a little bit more white, so it looks. But this is actually a snow effect, and yeah, I think I've done some on some of my other Space Wolves, and not touched it at all after it was all done. And I think they still looked pretty good. Mostly stays pretty moist too, as long as the seal stays. Yeah, I think the last time I used that was for that one white dragon that I did for you, Sojan. I think a little bit along here. Probably call it good. Again, don't want to go too overboard with it. go for a little bit of a wind-blown drift effect here. Post pick to chats full of dragons. Well, you could put links to like my Facebook, I think, in there. But yeah, Kiko, if you go look, I think I have a section on my yeah, it's all on my Facebook page. I think I even have a section called Here There Be Dragons, and like 90% of those dragons have been done for Sojan. There, what do you think of that? Have a nice wind-blown effect there. Since I'm kind of picturing this as kind of a top of a peak or like a cliff or something. And then just a few other little like snowy effects here. And just kind of, yep, just gonna probably leave it at that. Okay. And then again, just always seal these up so they stay nice and moist. Just trying to see if, I don't even remember how long ago I got this. Yeah, just leave that there to dry. Boys. Thanks, Deep Capture. Alright, before we go, let's take a look at... there's a little bit of like a... silver-ish tinge to the teeth. I'm just kind of holding that up so... Yeah, I think with the white, though, it would be difficult. It's kind of difficult to bring it out. I'm actually just trying to see if there's anything else I could do or whatnot. Yeah, it's really showing up on the gum line. All right, glad you like it. Come on, don't focus on the claw. There we go. But yeah, I might let that dry. Hopefully my glaze keeps, and I could do another one. Yeah, it almost fades it up. Doesn't actually look too bad. Maybe I'll just kind of leave it at that for right now. And I'm actually really pleased with how this looks. And I'll send you pictures. Yeah, Dragon Tartar. I will send you pictures, Sojan, just to see if you like how it looks both on stream and off stream. And I might just kind of leave it like this for right now, unless you want me to darken it back up. But yeah, otherwise I'll do a few other little linings off stream. So next stream I'll actually probably start another project, but I will post the finished versions on my Facebook, on my Twitter, and yeah, just a shout out, I actually started a Patreon page. It's mainly for Star Wars Legion minis, but if you just want to even support me, like both Sojan delay capture, throw me a few bucks. That's great. If not, that's great too. And also, if you have Amazon Prime, you actually get one free subscription per month for Twitch if you link the accounts. So, just saying that. But yeah, all right. Honestly, I'd say that was a pretty good stream. You guys made it go by way too quick, almost. But yeah, I will probably call it here for the night, unless there's any other questions, comments, debates, anything like that. And yeah, might just call it a night then. Yeah, always a blast having you guys here. Having everybody here, actually. So, all right. There's not yeah, wow. Hi, English just went away for a second. Without any other further comments or anything like that, I will say goodnight, and just remember to always keep painting.